Welcome, my love light lifers. Natty T here, your vibrational coach. Today we're talking about dreams. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, go and watch that. Do drop a comment and let me know what you dream about most often. I find that really interesting. I want to say welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. For those of you who have just turned up just now, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you. Today we're talking about dreams and symbology and synchronicities and how to interpret signs and symbols. We're talking about specifically in dreams because I did mention in the last video about how dreams kind of work, and then we started to talk a little bit about how at the bottom of all of our dreams are these emotions and how to start to interpret your dreams and to see them in a way that might help you to unblock certain things and to manifest. So first of all, we're going to talk about, my first example was emotions in water. I don't know how many people know this. If you've ever looked up dreams before, you might know. But when you dream about water, you're dreaming about emotion. Now, I'm going to ask you some really simple questions. You can answer them in your head or you can answer them in the comments. But then I'm going to tell you what the answer is. Okay, so if I was to say to you, in my dream, I was dreaming about water and it was a big amount of water. It was a sea and the sea was really turbulent and rough. What kind of emotion do you think that I would be talking about? If you have an idea, just pop it into the comments and let me know. Just pause the video, pause it right there, and let me know what you think that might be. Because I have a feeling that you might think the same thing that I'm about to say. And that is, if you're talking about emotions and you're talking about a big sea and the sea is rough and turbulent and it's throwing you about, then the interpretation of a dream like this is that right now you're undergoing some really big emotions. These emotions are way too big for you to really grasp, and they're not good emotions. They're some sort of negative emotions that are very turbulent and you're having some trouble with them. They're really knocking you about, so to speak. If you can make the correlation between the turbulent sea of emotions in your dream and the interpretation that I just gave, then you're pretty much the whole way there. All you need to do is to start to recognize what some of these regular things that you dream about, that people dream about, might mean. Some of them are a little bit more abstract and you might have to look them up in a dream dictionary. However, some of them might be quite easy to understand. For example, when you're dreaming about a car, you're dreaming about your life's journey, how life is going for you at the time. If the car in your dream is really old and battered and torn up and maybe it breaks down, or there's somebody in the car and you have to kick them out, then this would be an interpretation of life isn't going too well at the moment. You're not really enjoying it. It doesn't seem to be very comfortable. It's getting kind of old. You're kind of over it. And there is someone in your life or something in your life that you need to get rid of. Okay, depending on what happens to the car when you kick this person out and what this person may represent to you, might be what it is in your life that you're talking about. So say you might kick out your mother and then you find that the car goes faster. And it may not be that it's telling you to literally kick out your mother. It's very rare that a dream is very literal. But what it might be talking about is maybe you're over nurturing something. Maybe you're being a little bit overbearing about something. And some of the traits that we might associate with motherhood is being a hindrance in your life. And once you throw that out, your car's going to move a little bit faster. You have a dream that your car is a Lamborghini, and maybe it's bright orange. The point of that is that maybe your life is going amazing. Maybe you don't own a Lamborghini in real life, but you feel really great about your life and where it's going. And that's good. And why would it be orange? People say that we dream in black and white, but the truth is we just don't notice color. And if we do notice color in a dream, it's because that color is actually a part of the manifestation of the dream. So if you notice that the car is orange, then you might want to figure out what orange means. Orange is a color of excitement. It's also the color of creativity. So it might be that you're doing something creative in your life that is making it go really, really fast. So things are moving really, really fast and really well. And you feel it's of high quality. It's moving smoothly. It's great. Does that sort of make sense? So when you can kind of match up the way something feels, the sign or the symbol of it, and the way that it feels and interacts with you, you can start to see your dreams as a way of understanding what's going on underneath the surface of yourself, and also a way of connecting with a part of yourself that knows a little bit more. In other words, it's not so concerned with the bills and getting the kids to school on time and what am I going to do for dinner. It's more concerned about your well-being on a whole. And those sort of things can come out at night when you dream. Now, before I do wrap this up, what happens if you don't dream? What if you would love to be able to interpret your dreams and use it to help you manifest and to move forward in your life? Well, first thing that you need to do is you need to get a dream journal. All this is it's a book. You put it by the side of your bed. If you don't dream, the first thing you do when you wake up is you write in your book, "Don't remember my dream," and then you write, "But I feel this way when I woke up." If you remember anything, even if you remember, I think there was an orange involved. I think there was a Lamborghini involved. I may have kicked my mum out. Like, you don't have to remember the whole dream. Even if you're just getting bits and pieces, just wake up even 5 minutes earlier than you usually do and just write down whatever it is that you might remember. The more you write down, the more you'll remember. A lot of people who do remember their dreams a lot, you'll notice that they're the type of people who actually will talk about their dreams, who actually think about their dreams. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I'm going to assume that people do. When you have an interesting or you have an abnormal or even a scary dream, and then periodically through the day you just keep remembering it and thinking about it, sometimes for no reason, just because it was weird. But the thing that you've got to notice is as soon as you start thinking about the dream, you get the feeling of the dream again. And that feeling is where you are manifesting from. This is the subconscious place where you are manifesting from. You may think that you're going along your day, being along really, really happy, but what's underneath the surface is you're thinking about all of those worrisome things that you have to do in life, and you're not actually that fulfilled. And that will come out in your dreams, and that can help you manifest because it will tell you where you are quite accurately. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the dreams portion. Tomorrow we're going to start on decoding numbers.